Hey folks, Foggy here. Welcome to day 333. 333! Halfway to hell. We are playing, this is my year of solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill advised and stupid. We're continuing on with Ghost Prefer Candy from PNP Arcade. This is the third scenario that they give you, third of three. So a lot of threes today. We are playing Haunt the Block, and essentially in this, you are starting anywhere you'd like. You can start in any ghost space indicated here, and you'll write a 1 in. And as you roll dice, you'll use one of the two dice to basically then move that many number of spaces and then write in the next number. So you'll start with 1 and then 2 and then 3 and so forth. There are 42 spaces. You stop at 31, so you won't be filling in all the spaces. And there are some specific requirements. For the candies, you just simply collect the candies and that's it. That's all good and fun. With the pirate and the black cat down here, these are two special cats that allow you to write an X anywhere else for any kids bonus and then collect the bonus. Romeo and Juliet are also black cats, are also cats, and if you get both of them, you get one full-size bar. You're basically collecting both halves. The pumpkin kids here in the corners require specific numbers to land on them. So for example, for the scarecrow, you need an even number to land there. For the monster, you need an odd number. For the bee, you must use the lower dice, and for the boogeyman, you must use the higher dice. Finally, you have some moon kids, the cheerleader, magician, astronaut, and Cthulhu. Magician allows you to move counterclockwise. You're always moving clockwise otherwise. Cheerleader allows you to add the dice together. Astronaut allows you to subtract, and then Cthulhu allows you to double. And each of these kids have two usages. So once you get the cheerleader, you can go ahead and go for that for two. If you as you go along, you'll be able to collect stars. Unlike the previous two versions, stars do not allow you to collect additional candy. Instead, they give you an opportunity to subtract or add one to a die roll. So if you've got something that you just need to fudge slightly, because it's candy, you'll go ahead and get to cross that off. And I believe if you collect all 6, you get a full-size bar here. I think that's correct. Yeah. Whether or not you use them, if you collect all 6 stars, you get to cross that off. If you collect all the pumpkins, you get to cross that off. If you collect one of each of these, you'll fill them in, I think, left to right. You'll get to get more full-size bars as well. So there's a total of 7 full-size bars up to grab, plus a bunch of candy. 5 candies for each. So a grand total of, I think, 65 points. I think that's it. I think that's all that's available, 65 points. So it's a much lower maximum here. Now, there is a chance that you will not be able to move at all, in which case you will take a penalty. The penalty is you don't get to score a specific type of candy. So let's say I get to this point and I can't use either of the dice to move forward. And what I'm going to have to do then is then cross off one of these, and then I can write the next number in anywhere I want. But yeah, you want to try to avoid penalties because it basically will take away a large amount of scoring for you all over. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's find a spot to put a 1 in. And I think we're gonna go smack dab in the middle here. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. But we're gonna go with candy corn. And we'll start off. We got a 3 and a 3, so we've rolled doubles. So in this case, you get to write your number in any candy space of your choice. So not a kid space, but a candy space. We'll go ahead and jump straight up here to this. And we're doing that so that we get some space. So this is also going to be over 31 rounds, but because we're writing the number in, I'm not going to worry about keeping track of it. So 1 and 5. So I can either go here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to here because I think I might be able to get this pumpkin one if I roll a 1. That would be nice. I'd love to be able to get one of the pumpkin ones. And I don't know why I wrote it in that way because I should have just written in a 3. 1 and 4. Okay, so we will go ahead and just take that. We get to move 1 forward and we get our first pumpkin. Okay, so we either go for the green here, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to go just 1. So we'll write that in, and we get to collect a green. 3 and 6. So we will either go here to the black one or 6 to the... We'll go here. I have to remember not to write the number in, but the round number, so... All right, 7. I think we're going to go 7 here. Just trying to get into the candy corn column. 8. We've rolled the same thing now like 3 times in a row. We have... You know what? We are going to go to here. This is 8. Write an X on any kid space, then collect the bonus. So we're going to go ahead and collect. So first of all, we get to cross off one of these black cats. I could go for one of the moons, so that I can start to manipulate numbers somewhat. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and cross off the magician. This will get us our first candy bar. Plus now we have the option of going counterclockwise twice. So that'll give us some more flexibility. So 2, this is a good example. I can't go 2 forward. 3, 4, 5. I can go 5 forward. So we will go 5 forward to the green. Cross that off. Round 10. 2 and 4. That'll either be the black one here or the gray one or the white one. We'll go with the white one. That'll complete our first columns. And we have to get all 6 of these, but only 5 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these, and 2 of these. It is possible to collect on a column farther right than anything you've collected before. You actually saw that in the first game. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 6. Is it better to go backwards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would actually allow us... We're going to go ahead and use one of the magicians to go backwards to this moon. We now can subtract the 2 dice, which will give us some flexibility. 1 and 2. We'll go forward to collect this. So that's 12. Three and 2. So interestingly here, I have to use the higher dice to stop here at the pumpkin, so I can't use the 3. What I could do is I could actually go ahead and... I think I'm going to use a star. And I'm actually going to use a star on the 3 to make it a 2. The reason I'm going to do that is now that they're 2 2s, they're doubles, and I can just go ahead and jump right in. I have no idea if that's legal or not, but it feels legal to me. All right. 3, 4. We'll go with 3 because that's going to give us another one of the Black Cat kids, specifically Juliet, so we have a chance to get Romeo. 1 and 5. We'll go ahead and just jump forward 1 to get this pink. 6 and 6, it's doubles. We can write our next number anywhere. Kind of want to get out of here and have some openness. So I think I'm actually just going to jump to here. Seems like a very bad use of the jump anywhere, but I think that that's a good spot. So we've got that. I think we're going to keep this nice and short. We now have 5 here, so we've got another star. And kind of open sailings at this point. 1 and 2. Now we cannot use the 1 to get here because we need an even number to get into that space. That's actually going to be really tough to get to because we kind of have to get it from the green here. Unless we have a counterclockwise or something like that. So this is going to have to be our next one here. We've actually now completed column 2 here. We don't have to complete column 2 to get the star. We just have to get 5 of them. 3 and 4. We will go ahead and jump to here. 19. That's going to allow me to get the last of the black, or the third of the black cats. And we get to X out a space. And I think what I'm going to do, it's tempting to go for here because then we've got such tightness going on here with this whole section. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab it from elsewhere. I'm going to grab it from I'm going to grab this one. $20. 2 and 4. So we're going to be able to jump to here. We've now got the moon, the cheerleader. Three and 5. So at this point now, we can't move to either 3 or 5. So we're going to have to use some abilities here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the astronaut to go ahead and subtract. So we go to this candy corn one. We got 1 and 2. Again, we can't really get out of there in any way, shape, or form. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ability of the magician again to go backwards 1. This will give me the ability to circle another star. All right, 23. Kind of need a big number here. 23, this is going to allow us to write anywhere, so we will write here. Jumping out of the way there. 2 and 5. 2 is taken, 5 is taken. We can use a number, and we'll go ahead and do that. We'll adjust by 1 here to make this a 1. And that'll give us the other of the black cats. And we've completed that full-size bar. Getting close to the end here. 1 and 6. So 1 is taken. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Well, you can only write an odd number in that space, and we're on 25. Oh, good. I think I misread that. I thought it was an odd number to get to that space, but it's an odd number to write in that space. So 25, that allows me to get another pumpkin. That's another full-size bar. Always read the instructions. 1 and 5. Now, we've used our counterclockwise ability, unfortunately. 1 is taken. 5 is not taken. So we'll go ahead and use that. 26. That's another white. This is going to get tight because we need either 2 or 6 or something that we can do to manipulate. So we got 1 and 2. We can just use the 2. That's that right there. 28. Now we really are screwed here because we have to get either 4 or we jump all the way up to 7. So this one, we are going to both use a star ability and a kid's ability. We're going to make these 2 and 2, and then we'll use the kid's ability to make this 4. That puts us right here, and we collect another candy. We now need to get either 3 or 6. Definitely getting tight, but this one, we've got a 6. We've got a 3. We could go to 3, but I kind of want to get to this spot on 28. I don't want to wait any further. So we're going to go ahead and jump up. Let's see. We are on 28 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. No, I want to get to there for 30. So we'll do 29 here. Gets us 1 more green. That's going to give us 1 more star. All right. We're going to try for 30 here. We have to get a 4. We can add, we can subtract, we can adjust, or we can just take the 4. 30. That gets us our last pumpkin, which we can then circle. Do we have all the moons as well? No, we don't have Cthulhu. That's the one that we're missing. And we're not going to be able to get Cthulhu either, so that's unfortunate. Finally, 31. 1 and 6. We will go ahead and subtract. And that will allow us to get this filled in. Allow us to get the green here. And we've done it. We've made it around the block. All right, so not quite the hopefulness, not quite the success that I was hoping for, but I think we did pretty well. We were 1 candy short on getting the 2 here, which would have gotten us a star, and 1 more there, which is unfortunate. But I think overall we did pretty well. All right, so scoring. We managed to get 10 for the white peppermint things. We managed to get 6 for the candy corn, 6 for the lollipops, 15 for the mint jellies, 10 for chocolate, and 6 for black licorice. We managed to get the Romeo and Juliet candy bar and 4 of these candy bars for a total of 25. We missed out on the last of these candy bars plus the stars candy bar. So this is a grand total of 22, 37, 47, 53, 78, which is pretty good. And I don't know how I came up with that total earlier because I think I did my math wrong, but it's 15 times 6 for 90, 115. So 115 max, but we got 78. I'm not sure where I got the 65 from earlier. Just ignore my crazy ramblings. Pretty good. We didn't have to. We didn't get penalized at all. I think we got almost all the kids. I think we did pretty well, folks. Thank you so much. This has been. I will say, like, this is a mild amount of fun. I like this. It's not something I would return to regularly, but I could definitely see playing it on occasion. I think it is an easy enough game to explain to people how it works that I would actually take this to non-gamers and be like, this is how this works. Just have some fun with it. And the illustrations on this, I love the artwork for all of this. Like, this is such great artwork. I love it. I cannot tell you how happy this makes. That's not the same game. So hats off to Danny Devine. This was a great purchase. If it was a purchase, I don't remember if it was free or not. I will definitely be looking for other stuff that they've done. Thank you for joining me. And we are getting close to the end of this. We have 32 days to go. This is, I think, going out November 29th. So pretty soon we're going to be starting the month of December. Yeah, we're almost there. We are almost there, folks. 1 month to go. Folks, thank you so much, and I will see you later.